What's going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to talk about the best teams that you guys can put Dialga on, which I know a lot of you have got recently because it was in raids, which is really awesome. So if you guys are wanting to fight in Master League or Master League Classic, these Dialga teams will definitely help you guys out. So if you guys were wondering, I've been gone for a little bit. I've had some medical issues. It's still tough for me to talk, but I'm feeling a lot better. So thank you all for your patience and support. But today we're going to talk about the best 5 teams, and we're also going to be doing Palkia tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Alright, so Dialga is obviously one of the best Pokemon for the Master League Classic and Open Master League. It has really great matchups, and honestly, some of the matchups that it loses to, it can still do super well, especially when it lands Draco Meteors. Now, the first team I want to talk about is going to be a very classic one. It's going to be Dialga, Giratina Origin, and Melmetal. Comes at no surprise. Has fantastic coverage on the meta. You obviously can hard cover yourself to Togekisses and Groudons if they happen to come in. Giratina Origin can handle the Groudons, and then the Togekiss can be handled with Melmetal or Dialga, especially on the lead. You can get yourself shield advantage and then come in with Melmetal and load up on energy. Some of the things you need to look out for is going to be Yveltal. Yveltal is definitely a very strong Pokemon in this meta. It has play against all these because of its moveset, that being Snarl, Dark Pulse, and Focus Blast. Now, don't worry when it comes to these matchups right here. You can win that 2 shield. It's going to be close, but basically what the Yveltal needs to do is land a Focus Blast. It's going to do 100% of your health, so watch out for that. But it can be handled with this team as well as Garchomp. You need to be very careful about that because Sand Tomb will really hurt. This one's running Earth Power, but if you run it with Sand Tomb, as we can see, it can do well in the 0 and the 1, but Dialga will be taking these 2. That's because of its bulk and it's just raw damage with Dragon Breath. So if you're like me and you have a lot of these pieces, that being Giratina, Origin, and Melmetal, you can slot in Dialga on there and it's a super strong team. Alright, team number 2 is going to be with Garchomp and Sand Tomb. This is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. This thing hurts so hard on the meta, and basically the biggest things you need to watch out for is going to be like a Togekiss, which you have double covers in the back. Though Dialga is part dragon, it's also part steel, so charms are only going to be doing neutral damage, and you still can threaten with Iron Head, plus Melmetal is a great counter to that. As we can see, it has very solid coverage on the meta. Garchomp as well, like I said, it can tear through a lot. Dragon Tail has to be respected, same with the Sand Tomb potential on the shield bait. You also need to watch out for, obviously, Garchomp mirrors here, and Yveltal. Again, Yveltal is going to be a good counter to a lot of teams, again, because of its moveset if it lands it, but you can beat it with shields when it comes to Dragon Breath, Dragon Tail, etc. Team number 3 is going to be Groudon, Lugia, and Dialga right here. Lugia can potentially be that safe swap for you, especially if you lead into something like a Giratina Origin, because Lugia on this team has Dragon Tail, which again hits very hard on the meta, and Lugia on safe swap is honestly disgusting because it has the highest bulk in the whole meta. Lugia is the thickest legendary out there. And Aeroblast, which I would recommend you guys put on there if you haven't already, is a super hard nuke that can absolutely hurt. Look at this coverage. Actually, you guys can't see it. Look at the coverage right there. Coverage, it's just AAA right there, which is amazing. This team is super strong. Obviously, you need to watch out for like a Kyogre on the lead, right, because of the surfs and whatnot. And again, what are we seeing? Common, Yveltal. Yveltal is very strong against this team if it doesn't have shields, but like we've seen before, Dialga can take it down with 2 shields when it comes to the Lugia matchup. It can take it down with 2 shields as well. Yveltal relies on landing charge moves. And Dark Pulses, right? Lugia is part Psychic. Dark Pulses still aren't going to be enough to take this beast down because of the damage from Dragon Tail and Sky Attacks right here, as you can see. So in a straight up fight, Dark versus Psychic, Lugia can still win. That's how good Lugia is. The next team is going to be Ho-Oh, Dialga, and Yveltal. Again, Yveltal being super strong in the meta. It can definitely get yourself shield advantage, so it works as a very nice safe swap. The one thing you need to watch out for, though, if you're going to safe swap it, is for those Charmers that do come in. But that's what's great about Ho-Oh coming in as well, is it can farm down Charmers because it's part fire typing. Just watch out for Ancient Power. Look at the coverage this team has on the meta. It's very, very strong. Ho-Oh is very strong when you run it with Incinerate, Brave Bird, and Earthquake. Earthquake is Legacy. Now the moveset on this team, as you can see, Dialga is going to be running Thunder on this team instead of Draco Meteor. That's to help cover Kyogre to do a bit well there. But overall, it's very strong. Machamp does well against this team, but in Master League Classic, you don't see too many Machamps. And the final team is going to be a Kyogre, Dialga, Palkia. So a double dragon in the back, potentially utilizing Dialga there as the safe swap. Palkia has great coverage on this meta. We're going to be talking more about it in another video because it's currently out in Raid. So I definitely want you guys to take advantage of that if you want to. As we can see, this team can handle everything, right? It can even handle its own Dialgas right there. So you can utilize Dialga there as safe swap to get ahead on energy because Palkia with shield advantage late game can do extremely well. Same with Kyogre. So yeah, super strong team right here. On this one, you want to be running the Draco Meteor though, as you guys can see. And then Aqua Tail Draco Meteor here. So double Draco Meteor team. So you're going to be getting some shields definitely with this team, especially with Blizzard as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Just a quick video giving you guys some teams that you can run in the Master League Classic utilizing Dialga, which has been a very long sought after Pokemon in Raid. So hopefully you guys have one ready to go. Let me know down in the comments which team was your guys' favorite and be on the lookout for a Palkia video. So like always, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.